What's up, scum and villainy? Thank you for tuning in and watching this video, the Jabba the Hutt Deluxe from Sideshow Unboxing. So, just tell you a funny story. When I recorded this video originally, I didn't realize that my camera does not like being connected to power while it's recording. It's a new camera. I stopped using the Sony a6600 and tried something different. I just got tired of having all these different lenses, so I switched over to the Sony Vlogger. So, note to self, and if you do use this camera, don't have it connected while you're recording because it'll give you a bad hum in the background. Without further ado, let's watch this video. This is the Jabba. Just looking at it up front, packaging is beautiful on this piece. Let me get a close-up. Sorry, guys. There it goes. So, Sideshow Collectibles, they do Star Wars 1/6 scale. A lot of the times, the figures are not the best, but they do have some cool accessories that come with them. So, the reason I got this is, of course, because I did my research, and our buddy George Medina, the Medina-Lorian, check him out on the Hyperdrive channel, did a review of this last year, and I think he had the best review out there, which convinced me. He uses Jedi Mind Trick over YouTube to get this piece. This piece, I'm looking forward to taking it out of this package. So let's spin it around and see what it looks like. All right, just your typical black on some light gray, typical Star Wars licensing, and here you see Jabba as you would have seen him in Return of the Jedi. So very cool artwork, and Sideshow, they use their pieces for this, so this is not something from the movie. All right, let's get this sucker out of the box. All right, guys, so what I had to do is do some adjustments here, and I put my overhead cam up. Such a big piece. It was hard to get this adjusted in the room since my desk is more set up for 1/6 scale. All right, so here is the top of the box. I'm doing a voiceover at this point because the original audio got chuckled up. Right here where I'm opening up are the Jabba Mouthpieces. It comes with 3 pieces that you can use to put on Jabba. The cool thing about this Sideshow Deluxe, it has 3 mouths, 3 sets of eyes, 2 sets of arms. It has 2 salacious crumbs. There's like so many accessories that come with the kit. This sucker's huge. I was going to measure it, but I couldn't find my measuring tape. I had it earlier, but I don't know what I did with it. I was messing around with another project that I was working on. But here I'm just taking out all the pieces so you can see. Here's another mouthpiece from Jabba. Yeah, I like what they did with a lot of these mouthpieces. Even though the figure itself is very, it's very like cheaply made. I don't know how to say it. It's Jabba, right? It's just a piece of plastic with some painting. For the amount that you paid for this, I think what you're paying for is the labor. The salacious crumb is a little cheap. I was a little disappointed with the salacious crumb, especially the yellow parts, because it comes in 2 different parts. It has green parts and yellow parts. And the way the salacious crumb fits is depending on what side of the body's going on, right? It's not hard to put together, but the pieces don't stick. It's a pain in the ass, and later on in the video you'll see like some of the challenges I have. One thing that I did notice in this is when I took out the salacious crumb pieces, even before I took them out, the little pieces from his head were like just laying in the box. So a little pissed off about that. I got to reach out to Sideshow and see what they could do about it. I don't want to put this thing back together and ship it out. It's such a pain in the ass, but if I have to, I'll end up doing it. So here you see some of the eyes that come with the set. He has like a squinty looking eye. He has like an eye where he's just looking at you, and then another eye like he just squirted something in his eyes. There are a lot of accessories here. This is like an accessory overload. I think by now you've seen Salacious head, so there it is. The details on it is pretty good. For being 1/6 scale, I think it's freaking awesome. I wish it would have been an action figure versus a little statue. The statue is cheaply made. I was very disappointed with the quality on it. Again, you're paying $8.95 for this deluxe piece, and you expect to pay $8.95 and get $8.95 worth of stuff. So here's where I find that piece that was missing from Salacious Crumb. I was
unhappy when I saw this. I was like, what the hell? Because you can see from the packaging, it's just sitting there. So during transportation, this thing just bumped and probably just fell off. So I have to go look and see where those pieces are. I think they go on top of his head. And as I keep pulling out the pieces, you see there's more arms. So there's two poses that Salacious Crumb comes in. There's one where his legs are hanging out, and then there's other one where he's sitting with his legs across from each other, or I don't know, like an Indian sitting down. I don't know what the proper term is for it, so excuse me. And then here I'm just taking out some more of the accessories. You can see he has like his food and his like little accessories that come with the food, like a salt and pepper shake. And then there's some more body parts. Yeah, so this is Salacious Crumb's main body part. It's made out of some kind of plastic. Some of the stuff is magnetized, you know, like the head sticks on there fine. The legs suck. Oh my god, the legs are awful. And then here, you know, you can see how they key in. You know, every part of the body is able to key in a certain location. So if you're just in a rush and trying to put the left leg and the right leg, it's not going to fit. And Sideshow did a good job putting those keys in there. And then they're color coded too, so you know which arms and legs go with which setup. So that's cool. But again, I'm not happy with this piece. When I was putting it down, no, when I was displaying it later on, which is not in the video, the legs fell off when I sat them down, and I was so pissed because where I have the Jabba throne at is a little high. So I was very careful putting it down. You know, I put a little bit of museum putty on the piece too, so it wouldn't like fall on accident. And it still fell off. So I'm just like, son of a bitch. Excuse my French. Again, if you're a rebel spy under the age of 14, you know, viewer discretion is advised. So at this point, you've probably like seen this video for a couple minutes. All right, so here's some more pieces that I'm taking out. You know, this is that little bug that's in the little fish tank. I don't know what it's called, so excuse me. I know you guys will correct me in the comments. And then that's the top of Jabba's head. I wasn't sure what was in there. And then here is some pillowcases, and then a little mat that goes under Jabba. It's pretty cool. It comes with a lot of stuff, you know, for this piece. I think this piece is more centered on accessories than anything else. Of course, the throne being a centerpiece. All right, so let's get this guy unboxed a little bit more. And then what I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, this comes in a couple of levels. So the first level is all the accessories, you know, the eyes, the arms, the mouthpieces, the Salacious Crumbs, the pillows. And then once you take the first layer off, then you see Jabba. You know, Jabba's the first thing you see. He's tucked in there pretty tight, and then under Jabba is the throne. So this piece was tricky to get out. You know, excuse the mess too, because I normally film on the other side of the room, and this side of the room normally is never shown on camera because I have a lot of stuff laying on the floor, because one of these days I'm gonna get stuff put up on the walls. So here you see Jabba. You know, Jabba comes in the packaging without his arms, without his mouth, without his eyes. So there's no like default setup that it comes in. It just comes in bare like that. You can see from me pulling it out, he's tucked in there pretty tight. And it's just a piece of plastic, you know, ignore all my tattoos. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal the show with that. But here, trying to get the throne out. The throne was a challenge to get out. It was very well packaged, so I got to give Sideshow that. All right, guys, that thing is huge. From a quick look at it, you know, this is just an unboxing, no review. The piece is very detailed. You look at this piece right here, it's not metal, but it's some kind of thick resin. You know, you have all his stone here. Kind of looks real, but it's some kind of resin composite. You know, just like this fake metal here with the painting on it. It's very good, very detailed. This figure is just it's just a molding, nothing to it. You know, with arms that come in and out. You know, the face or the mouthpiece that comes off. That's a good touch to, like, you know, have some different scenes. And then of course the eyeballs. Yeah, I really like how they give you different options for the eyeballs depending on what scene you're looking for. Overall, it's good, you know, a little pricey in my opinion, but I think it's because of the size. Salacious Crumb, I wish this little guy could have been better.
I'm actually scared to touch him because he's so fragile, and the magnets on it aren't that good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some museum putty and stick it in the joints. That way, if it does move, it's not gonna like fall and break. So that's a bummer. All right, guys. So that's it. So if I were to rate this, compared to the other diorama sets that I have, like Jazz Diorama, the Millennium Falcon that's back there, comparing this to that one definitely, being a third party is a lot nicer, more details. This one is cool. That one's for me, it's like a 9 out of 10. So this will be like a 7 out of 10 for me. Just because Salacious Crumb could have been a lot better. It's kind of cheap. This figure itself is just a plastic mold. I was expecting this to be more heavy, more of a statue style almost for this size and the cost, but it's just a plastic mold. But it's still nice looking. Not gonna say nothing against that. Yeah, I do like all these little gargoyle heads here. Got a lot of good rusting, and they did a very good job with the details on this. So kudos to Sideshow on that. And then the little things, like the pillows and the salt pepper shakers and the food. Yeah, that's freaking cool. All right, so that concludes the unboxing. Hope you like, subscribe, and tell me what you think about this. This is still available on Sideshow's website or wherever else you can get it. Is it something you need in your collection? If you have the space, I do recommend it. Even though it's not like a perfect 10, it's still a nice piece to have in the Return of the Jedi franchise. See you guys later, and hope you enjoy this video.